targets inflammation areas and pain areas in my body. I do try to stay really active. I work a lot in my backyard. I love going on hikes and walks with my family and my wife, especially actually going on a hike with my wife was one of the times that I actually fell in love with her. This girl could out hike me, and when I saw her out hiking me, I knew I needed to get to know her better. So we love going on hikes together. But when we really push ourselves, especially as we get older, our bodies just don't recover as well as they used to. And that's one of the reasons why we named this product Restore, because it restores flexibility back to the body. It restores mobility when there's areas of pain. So focusing in on what Restore is really important. I took some questions today from some partners, about, hey, which product can I use for this or which product should I use for that? And identifying the purpose of a product and what it targets is actually a really important for us so that we know we're taking the right product for the right problems that we're trying to address. And Restore was specifically formulated and is a very powerful combination of nutrients designed specifically to target healthy areas of inflammation in the body and to promote mobility and flexibility for those who lead active lifestyles. We use an advanced liposomal delivery system to deliver these nutrients. And I'll get into each one of these nutrients a little bit later, but let's first talk about the delivery mechanism. It's a delivery mechanism known as SMEDS, SMEDDS, Self-Micro-Emulsifying Drug Delivery System. For all of you like ingredient geeks and nerds out there, you can actually internet search that. You'll find, actually, one of my favorite ways to search about SMEDS is go to nih.gov or PubMed and type in SMEDS delivery or self-micro-emulsifying drug delivery systems. You'll see that this is a technology that is super hot right now for delivering drugs to specific areas of the body or target areas of the body. And that's why I chose to use the SMEDS delivery for this particular formula, because you don't need a product that covers all areas of your body. You need a product that's going to target a specific area of your body. For me, it happens to be like my shoulder. I injured this shoulder 15 some odd years ago in a snowboarding accident. And it gives me trouble sometimes, which is why I take, a triple dose of this. You don't want a product that, for example, is going to, in a small dose like this, only work in a small specific area. You want it, if you've got 2 or 3 different areas of pain, that's where you want these particular nutrients to go. Now, the SMEDS system has the word drug inside of it, self-micro-emulsifying drug delivery system. When you hear that word drug, I don't want you to think that this product is a drug. It's just what whoever developed the SMEDS delivery system or this particular form of liposomal system, it's the term that they came up with, because when we're talking about specific areas of interest in the body, that's a targeted drug delivery in the pharmaceutical world. And this was a pharmaceutical and is a pharmaceutical technology that we happen to use now for nutraceutical ingredients. The patents have run out on it, and it is a naturally occurring process, so we can use natural ingredients to create this SMEDS technology and use it for other natural ingredients. So don't be frightened off by the term SMEDS and the fact that it's used for drug delivery. Restore is not a drug, and I'll actually address that a little later on. I'm going to be going over some frequently asked questions here at the end. But let's move on, I guess. Why would you use Restore? I would use it for pre-workout, maybe post-workout, to help think of the name, restore your mobility and flexibility. Look at recovery times. If you want to increase speed of recovery, then Restore could be a product that might be right for you. Let's go over some of the ingredients right now. Inside of this tiny little capsule, what helps make up the SMEDs or the self-microemulsifying technology are some very particular oils that we have in here. One of the oils that we use is black sesame seed oil. This oil has been used for centuries to target inflammation in areas of pain in the body. And because it's a lipid, it forms perfectly with some of the phospholipids that are in here and creating the liposome that is necessary to encapsulate some of the other actives in this product. So I know a lot goes into the formulation process, and I don't want to get in too much detail because I don't want to lose you guys off in the briar patch. But I will talk some technical terms here because I know there are people that love that and they want to learn more about this product. And this is a video that I want you to share with people who are those ingredient nerds who do want to know specifically what's inside this little tiny orange soft gel capsule here. So black sesame seed oil is one of our carriers that helps in the microemulsifying process, combined with phosphatidylcholine. This is derived from sunflower lecithin, and it is necessary in forming the liposomes that are found in this product. Now, why would we form liposomes? Well, let's talk about what the liposomes are going to be encapsulating in this product. Everybody knows about curcumin. I think it's a pretty common ingredient out there. In fact, it's next to CBD. It's one of the most widely clinically studied active phytochemical or molecule in the world. Over 5,500 published clinical studies on curcumin. So I'm going to assume that you guys all know what it is because it is a fairly known ingredient. If you don't know anything about it, go back to that PubMed or NIH.gov and type in curcumin. Better yet, type in liposomal curcumin so you can get a better understanding of the myriad studies that have been done on liposomal curcumin and its benefits to humans. But because it is such a common ingredient, it also has some unorthodox, I should say, extraction processes, especially in the country where it's natively found, like India. So you have to be really careful with your sourcing of curcumin. I happen to choose a supplier that I've worked with for many years that I trust explicitly. Well, when I say trust but verify. I have seen their extraction methods, and they actually have a patent pending and trademarked form of curcumin known as BCM 95. I want you guys to internet search that, and you too will be able to learn about one of our raw material suppliers, because BCM 95 is trademarked by this particular company, and it's a very special extraction process that that gets a good portion of all the impurities out of curcumin, including some of the ingredients used or chemicals used to extract curcumin from the turmeric root. So this product starts out encapsulating this BCM 95, this trademarked extraction process that eliminates most of the impurities found in other forms of curcumin that you might see commonly on the market in the cheaper versions of curcumin. We combine that with another trademarked extraction process for a particular type of curcumin known as green curcumin. This ingredient is called curcugreen. I know it's a funny name. I didn't make the trademark. The company I buy it from made the trademark, but it looks at the green molecules found in the curcumin, not just the yellow molecules. And you can only get this particular type of curcumin by a steam distillation process. Most people commonly know this or understand this as an essential oil. So this little tiny capsule not only contains a 95% pure standardized curcumin, but it also contains the curcumin essential oil, which, again, I want you guys to internet search this, is highly clinically studied and has some amazing benefits to humans. And again, you won't find this particular blend of the yellow and green curcumin anywhere else, not in one capsule anyway. So now that we've talked about curcumin, let's go on to our other active ingredient. This ingredient is commonly known as frankincense, But it's not so much the frankincense or boswellia that I'm interested in when I was making this product. It's the active molecule in frankincense, what we call boswellic acids. And it's just not a normal boswellic acid either. This happens to have an acronym. The acronym is AKBA. It stands for acetyl 11 keto B boswellic acid. It's a very specific molecule. In fact, this particular ingredient has 10% AKBA. Most companies who claim to have boswellic acids in their products, so not just frankincense, but the actual boswellic acids, typically have less than 1% AKBA. This is the only company I know that has a 10% AKBA. And they've trademarked this and they call it BOS 10. Boswellic acids 10%, if you get where that trademark name comes from. So again, I want you to search for that BOS 10 and you'll see, again, it's a highly potent form of boswellic acids. Typically you just can't find it anywhere. And if you did, you're looking at a product that's going to be in the $70, $80 range because it's quite expensive to extract this particular AKBA, this particular form of boswellic acid. So, my disclaimer for this Facebook Live, of course, none of our products are intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or mitigate any disease. But I do want you to internet search the ingredients that I just talked about. And I want you to read the clinical studies. Educate yourself on these ingredients so you can see just how powerful a combination Restore is. I'm super proud to have this product at LifeWise and to be launching this. Again, I'm so excited. We're only 6 days away now. Can't wait for y'all to try this. I can't wait to hear the stories that are going to start rolling in as people use this product. So let's talk about some of the frequently asked questions that I've been getting. I wrote down a list here, so let me grab my list. The first most common frequently asked question that I'm getting so far is, what age can I use Restore? I want to reiterate and I want to train you guys on the word dietary supplement. That's what this product is. It's what any nutraceutical product or ingredient is classified by the FDA. They're classified as a dietary supplement. That means a supplement to your diet or something you can add to your food if you want to break it down into even more simple terms. So when you're looking at a dietary supplement and it's a form of food, then I hope you can answer this question on your own. At what age can you use it? Well, what age do you start eating food? Typically, that's the toddler range, right? As soon as you're done breastfeeding and the toddler can now eat solid foods, then it's safe to use a dietary supplement. Or if you're 109 years old, if you're still eating food, you can use a dietary supplement. If it was any other age that you would have to put a limit to it, then the FDA would have to classify it as a drug, right? Because drugs are regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, and you have very strict guidelines that you have to follow. Well, as a dietary supplement, there are no strict guidelines. It is a supplement to your diet. All right? So hopefully that answered that question. How often can I use it? Again, go back to the term dietary supplement. How often can you eat food? I could go grab a snack out of the fridge right now. I could have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I wanted to. I could eat it morning, noon, night. It doesn't matter. Use it as needed. That's what I tell people. Now, following FDA guidelines, we have to have a recommended dose. I want you to remember that term, a recommended dose. Recommended means, hey, this is, as the formulator, I formulated the product to be used at 2 capsules per day. And the product will come in a 60 count bottle. And by the way, we're going to eliminate the bottle pretty soon. That was just for speed because I wanted to get this into your hands, but we're going to have way cooler packaging coming out on our next round of product. But anyway, 60 counts, which means this will last you for roughly 30 days. Now, Do I follow the recommended dosage? No, I just told you that I take 6 of these a day. Why? Because I have a specific problem that I'm trying to address. So a recommended doses is only my recommendation for those of you out there who are healthy and have no problems whatsoever. And as a dietary supplement, as an additive to your lifestyle, 2 of these capsules a day would be awesome. But if you have a specific issue or problem that you're trying to address, then guess what? That's your choice and your decision as to how many of these you want to take per day. Take it until you've addressed that problem. That's what I would do. That's what I did. That's when I discovered that 6 capsules per day for me works perfect. And I don't have to worry about having any of this problem with my shoulder. So how often can I use it? That's up to you. I recommend 2 capsules per day. Start with that and go from there. What if I can't swallow pills? Is another FAQ that I get. Guess what? This is so tiny. I think most toddlers, actually I know toddlers have swallowed like pennies and toys and Legos and stuff before that are all larger than this. However, there are many people who have a psychological problem swallowing pills, and they actually believe that they can't